Hi everyone, welcome in. Please like the stream. This is not a tarot live, just FYI. How are you guys doing today? No, it's not a members only. Hi, how are you, girl? Yeah, I'm doing great. I am great, actually. How are you doing? Hi, everyone. Welcome in. This is, you guys have any questions about manifestation, this is your chance. Your chance to do it while I am juicing. So y'all will be hearing the blender. That's pretty good. Hi everyone, welcome in. Please like the stream. Mia, read. The caption is there and so is the description. Read the description and read the caption. I'm not gonna explain anything that's already written. You guys gotta, when you come in, just make sure you guys are reading. It's all in the description. And it's also in the pinned message. If you guys have any manifestation questions, we're really law of assumption because everything that you are experiencing is basically your fault, is how I would put it. It's all you. If you're experiencing like anything that you're experiencing right now, it's all you. It's not nobody else's fault. It's not this person is acting this way. That's not it. It's you. Your assumptions are exactly what you experience. So, yeah. If you guys have questions, let me know. Shit, I should have took these home. Oh, should be fine. Yeah, we'll be hearing the juicer, just FYI. But I'll be on for a little while. If you guys have questions. We have that there. Let me grab. Hi, Lucky. How are you? Make sure you guys like the stream. So nobody has any manifestation questions. If you don't have what you want, you should be asking questions. If you're asking about money, people, experiences, you should have questions. Oh, that was fucking cold. No, I don't use any tools. The only thing that, all right, so I'm gonna explain law of assumption. That's a really good question. Because I'm about to explain law of assumption. I'm gonna tell you why you don't need all the candles and like tools, right? To manifest. Law of assumption is what you assume to be true, right? What are your assumptions about a certain thing? So let me start. So your assumptions are created from when you're young, from people that you trust most. So like, I'm gonna use money for example. I know we've all always heard, money doesn't grow on trees, right? So what does that mean? Like for me, when I used to hear money doesn't grow on trees, is like money doesn't come easy. But that's not really, technically that's not even true because money is paper. So if we want to be technical, it does grow on trees. Let me see what else. Like, this is why I always tell you guys, like, be mindful of the conversations you're having with people and in your mind, because like, even with like partners, right? If you've always had bad relationships, or like, let's just say if you're always talking to people that are like, oh my god, men ain't shit, or they categorize men, guess what? The more you hear that, the more that assumption starts to build, right? So what happens is that before you know it, you're in this place of assuming those things, right? Like men ain't shit. When, like for me, that doesn't really apply because I have great men in my life. So when it comes to tools, you don't need tools. The only reason why those things like candle work and like that stuff can work is because you believe that it works. So it's all your belief in whatever it is that you're doing. But when it comes to manifest, they always say it's just your mind. You just have to change your assumptions, your thoughts, and it's not even all like, well, I would check all my thoughts in the beginning, That's why mental dieting is good. Like, not speaking against your manifestations, or like just, you know, things in general, because when people think of manifestation, they think of something like only tangible, but you have to clean your mindset. Your mindsets are terrible. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know people that have terrible mindsets. Like, you ask them how their day is going and it's always horrible. Like, and I'm like, that's a mindset thing. That's not a reality thing. That's just your mind. You want to believe that. Your mind has made you believe that life is terrible, but it's not. So as you start to change your assumptions, you know, so for a manifestation, all you need to do is change your inner world. Once you change your inner world, your outer world reflects it. A lot of people make it like hard, but it's really not. If you stay consistent, you know, you find some affirmations to say for whatever, for each category, you'll be fine. But so yeah, I don't use tools. The only thing I do is like, I use journaling to like just get stuff out, but I don't use tools to actually like manifest. Because again, law of assumption is what you believe to be true is what you're experiencing. So like, even like I'm trying to think of something specific. Like, you know, have you ever called someone immature? And then you come and see that's exactly how they act. They act very immature. So the more you call them immature, or like the more you categorize them, that's how they show up. So yeah, no tools. The only reason why the tools work is because you believe they work. Girl, my whole life. My whole life experience is like, I could literally just today say something and then tomorrow it'll happen. So it's like, if I was to break it down, it's just been so many things that I've manifested. And since I started law of assumption, like, I manifest for other people too. One of the things too is I get free shit all the time, and that's not even something that I like really hyper focused on assuming. It's just, it happened that way. But yeah, like, I would say that. I would say relationships, being a full-time entrepreneur, that came from law of assumption. Because people used to tell me, yeah, I said I was juicing. It's been a lot of things. I've gotten contact for people when people were waiting for contact, whether it was from like a job or a person, like their person. I have a lot of success stories on my in the community tab. You guys gotta go check them out, because it's like stuff that like is kind of, some stuff is, I mean, nothing to me is out of the ordinary, because it's not. But yeah, I have a ton of stuff on there. Your mindset is everything. I'm gonna tell you that much right now. I know a lot of people look for like the tangibles, but I'm gonna tell you something. Your mindset will prove everything to you. Like, just changing your mindset around things. Like, people who are constantly pessimistic, like, that's why I don't talk to certain people. Like, even friends or family, I kind of just stay away. Because every time you talk to them, they just always got some shit going on. And to me, it's like, change your story. Like, change your reality. Why are you stuck in this, like, cycle of unnecessary bullshit? Because that's exactly what it is. I want more pineapple. Alright, let's get that. Let's get some eggs. Get some blackberries in there. Do you guys know what law of assumption is? Is it working now? Can you hear now? You should be able to hear me now. Oh wait, I couldn't see this. Yeah, I'm juicing it, but this thing, these cups, these new bottles that I got didn't bring the tunnel, so I had to make one. It's not bad, but it's not, just not easy to do this like this. And I feel like I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I know what I'm gonna do. Let's see if this works better. That's better. I have to make more though. You say you make them what? Candy cranberries. Girl, I told them they don't got what they if they don't got what they want, they should be asking questions. Wow, this is so freaking good. what you're doing? Just nothing? Chilling? I gotta cut up some more fruit. Oh, okay. You said picking out soggy ones. So Gypsy had a good question. She asked what tools I use to manifest, like candles. I told her nothing. My brain. It's my brain. My mind. Oh, let me take this out because I definitely want to make this set. Put these bad boys in here. I'm gonna take this bad boy out. Just me and my brain. I did, my smoothies are, so the first four are strawberry, pineapple, and blackberries. And yo, it's that simple. Like, it's really, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, people think manifestation is like this crazy, like, hard thing to do, and like only certain people can do it, and like you have to have this, that, and the third, and you really don't. You just need your brain and your will, to be honest. And your will. I think people, what do you think? Like, Jess, what do you think? Why do you think people find it so hard? Even like people that have been in the community. Like, why do you think they find manifestation or like just law of assumption in general so hard? I feel like for me, I think it's they don't want to do the work. So it's not necessarily whenever they see like, oh, I have to do something, they run from it. But if they felt like they didn't have to, like they could just pass it on to another person. Because look, even with candle work, people pass that on to other people. They don't really do that themselves, right? They pass the candle work to other people. And once they do that, like you kind of just, I'm not going to say you give your power away because I'm not going to be that limited. But I just feel like people just, yeah, they don't want to put in effort. I think that's what it is. Like, that's what they find hardest. That's just my opinion. What do you think, Jess? What do you think, like, your observation, like, from me in the community, I would say? Yeah, that's another thing. You know what, too? I heard somebody saying it takes long to manifest. And that was like a fellow reader. And I was like, huh? And she believes in some manifestation, but then that's when I was like, yeah, that's so limited. Like, manifestation, no, if you think it takes a long time, then, I mean, obviously. But, no. That's actually a terrible mindset to have. That's why I tell everybody that I coach, like, you should be working on manifesting fast and easily. Like, because of that. So, yeah, you're right, Jess. It's like the conditioning. But if people realize how much time they spend on just entertaining bullshit thoughts and conversations and use that time to manifest, like I was saying in the members live that day, it's like we spend a lot of time like wasted. Like, I'm not saying don't have a life and don't be on social media, but if you haven't affirmed today and you on social media, then what's important to you? Because your subconscious mind is going to pick up on Yeah, no, that it will stick. That's for sure. That is for sure. I just feel like I see people, and I think that I see a lot of like laziness. Like a lot of laziness, a lot of like thinking that they just because they affirm for a day or two, like that's it. Like, where is it? Like, that's the kind of stuff that to me is like so discouraging. Cause I'm like, I guess because I wasn't like that. To me, it's hard to see people that are like that. That it's just like, I don't know. That always throws me off. I will say that. It's like you've had a shitty mindset for 20, 30, 40 years. And you expect that because you affirm for 2 days, that's it. I mean, we know we can manifest overnight, but you get what I'm saying. Like, people who complain to me about certain shit, and I'm like, okay, but you could change that, and they don't. I really don't want to hear it. Hi, Jasmine. How are you? But yeah, just that's my observation. Like, I feel like it's laziness is what I get from that. Like, one of the reasons I would say is laziness. Nobody wants to put work in. Everybody just, it's like I said, like even candle work, people pass that on for someone else to do it. I have a friend that used to do candle work, and so she says she would do candle work, but then she's like, there was things that they would have to do, not like anything crazy, like literally just say like a prayer or something. And she said, girl, they wouldn't even do that. So I feel like people want people to do the work for them 100%. And that's not how life works. And that, not only that, but you're giving your power to outside people when you're the direct source. That's what I don't get. Lack of discipline and consistency, yeah. And like persisting. And I feel like, again, the conversations, like I think that even I've had to like break out of like certain habits myself. Especially when things don't go my way. Because hello, it's just life. But yeah, I just see some stuff that I just be like, what the fuck? Why are we still entertaining this? Like, I remember telling one of my best friends earlier this year, it was around Mother's Day, I know exactly that. And I'm like, bro, if you don't want to be with your ex, why are we still talking about him? It's 2025. Y'all broke up early 2024. As a matter of fact, their relationship was over in 2023. They just still live together. Like, why are we still talking about this? My sister even said it the other day. She said she knows when she's like going on a spiral because I'll stop responding. I'm like, yeah, it's just, I'm not gonna keep entertaining the same conversation over and over and over and over and over again. And you're not really doing anything about it, but just complaining. Or just having like negative conversations about certain shit. It's not healthy. It's not healthy at all. And that is just how I treat everybody. Like that one mutual friend we had, just that all she wanted to fucking do was talk about bullshit. Yeah, I did. How has she been for you? Yeah, I've been taking a break. I think yesterday, from donating it. Oh wait, why? Girl, her, yes. We can say her name, I don't care. Jasmine know who she is. Fucking Lorraine. She's the most negative, most like, child. She used to drain my soul. And I used to try to be nice to her until that bitch was acting funny. She was so jealous when I had a channel. Like, weird as hell. It got so weird with her. And I'm like, we supposed to be friends at that. She got weird when I got a channel. She don't even fucking be on her channel. Like, well, I don't know about now, but it's just weird as hell. Yeah, she would come in here and be like, meow. Real ridiculous. I guess it just annoyed me because it was her. Yeah, but she got real ridiculous. Like, I was just like, girl, don't nobody, like, I had my own clout. For real. She got weird as hell. And I was like, oh my God. Like, I didn't know she was going to be that way. Like, I was just like, wow. You just really never know people. That's why her eyes is blocked everywhere I go. When I see her on there, I block her eyes. Yeah, I have. Yeah, my reads have been on point. How was yours? But I'm also going to take a break because I feel like the reason why I'm taking a break from readings right now is because I feel like you kind of relive the old story over and over, and it's just like, nah, it's time to move on from it. And I feel like we have to be mindful of that. Because, you know, you're not supposed to be repeating the old story. So if you're, like, repeating the old story on there, then, you know, you're going to get it regardless, you know? Even if it's just for the reading purposes, like, you're still kind of entertaining the old story is what I'm trying to say. And that's not good. You're not supposed to be doing that. At least me, that I'm like actively affirming and stuff like that. So I just have to be really mindful. That's why I take my little breaks, or like I'll switch up the question. Because I feel like sometimes, like when you're not taking a break, it's kind of like the energy is not really changing much. So I think that what happens is a lot of times people try to find something new to give you, but it's just not there. Because like I'll say it on here too. Like, I'll be like, girl, you just asked that question earlier. We're not asking that. Or like, I know there's people that will ask the same thing like in a different way. And it's like, no, we're not doing that either. Because you're going to get the same response. You know what I mean? And I think that Right, because even in the channels, like I'll tell you, like the one that I did for you the other day, Jess, I cut it off after a certain point because it was repetitive. So I was like, nah, he just kind of repeating the same shit. I'll stop here. But people try to, you know, they just want to satisfy people because they're getting a reading. They want to make sure they're giving them, you know, what they're paying for. But, you know, if there's not much more to give, then there's just not much more to give. But I feel like that's what happens. So I would definitely say, like, taking a break could probably be good. Because maybe she's just not getting anything new. And, yeah, that could just be it. Yeah, you got to step back. Yeah, absolutely. It's like I said, sometimes it just, there's not really nothing new to say. And especially if, like, for people that don't really be putting in effort to change the energy. Not saying that you are, Chaz, I'm just saying in general. There's people that sit here and, like, will ask the same thing every day, but you're not actively doing anything to change that energy. That's different. Like, if you're actively trying to change the energy, then I get it. But when you're not, because even me, myself, I'll be like, and remember, like, I feel like me and Jess were talking about this. Getting reading sometimes is just out of habit and not out of, like, real need. So you have to be, like, real honest with yourself about that too. Like, do I really need a reading, or is it just I'm doing it out of habit? By the way, I'm juicing if no one knows. So yeah, it's loud in here today. Yeah, because I get people that ask the same exact question every day. And it's like, yo, and the thing is that the energy be changing, but, like, horribly. Like, it's not even changing in the right direction. Yeah, I be like, oh my God. I be feeling bad. But I can't change the energy that's coming up. I need somebody. Okay. Okay, yeah, Instagram. Let me get rid of this. I thought someone called me. But no. I'm trying to finish up now. Now. Chicken with Brussels sprouts. I haven't had Brussels sprouts in a long ass time. I think I ate them too much at some point, and yeah. It's one of those things I can't really eat like that anymore. That one is more pineapple. So good. All right, let's get this cup going. You did, yeah. I got a pineapple. Like, you got like a full pineapple, or? Right now, I came on here to give people free tea. I need to be doing that myself. Yeah, I've been juicing out for 2 weeks. I'm gonna tell you something. I've been juicing and making smoothies, and I don't use smoothies as a meal replacement, but I use it as a snack. And I'm gonna tell y'all that I'm so much more fuller, and because I freeze them, so I don't. Mine will last me like most of the day. Not the whole day, but a good portion of the day. Fruit is so fulfilling. I don't know how people just don't eat it. And I keep my smoothies very simple and my juicing, because I don't like all that, like vegetables, mixing vegetables with fruits. Yeah, me and Steve are mom. just washed right here. Oh shit, that was too thick. No, you'll be fine. Come on. We need to make this shim out a little. It's a little too thick. Yeah, over here is me and my mom. We love fruits. Girl, we indulge in them like all the time. Like all day. I could eat this just like this. That's how delicious this is. All right, let's try this again. Why the fuck are you just giving me such a hard time now that I'm almost done? Damn. Please tell me you didn't crack. Alright, you didn't. Thank God. I'm gonna have to wait till this melts out a little. It's a little too frozen to go into the jars. Oh, I know which, oh, but it's too. already mixed it with the other one. But I could still probably... Oh, now you're soft. Okay, let's see. Let's see. All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. Nobody has questions, so I'm gonna head out. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.